Hello friends, welcome to our channel Math Master. Students, today we are going to continue with the topic types of chemical reactions. In the last video we discussed regarding combination reaction and decomposition reaction. And today we are going to continue with two more types of chemical reaction, that is displacement and double displacement. So here we go. We begin first with displacement reaction. To understand displacement reaction, have a look at this activity. Activity says that take 3 iron nails and clean them by rubbing with sandpaper. How many iron nails? 3 iron nails, and rub them with sandpaper. I hope you remember the first activity of this chapter. Do you remember हम metal को sandpaper से क्यों rub करते हैं? Try to recall. We rub so that the layer of metal oxide which is there on the metal gets removed. तो सबसे पहले हमें 3 iron nails लेने हैं and we need to rub them with the help of sandpaper. We need to take 2 test tubes and mark them as A and B, and in each test tube we have to take 10 ml copper sulfate CuSO4. Students, keep in mind that the color of copper sulfate solution, as you can see in this figure, is blue in color. I repeat, copper sulfate is blue in color. Blue. Yeah. अब करना क्या है? Thereafter, take 2 iron nails, as you can see here, and we have to tie them with the help of a thread. Thread से इन iron nails को बांध देना है and immerse them carefully in copper sulfate solution. इन दोनों iron nails को we are going to immerse in copper sulfate solution, और इन iron nails को copper sulfate solution के अंदर रखना है for about 20 minutes. याद रखना, हमने कितने आयरन नेल्स लिए थे? 3, बट डिप कितने किए? सिर्फ 2. जो तीसरा आयरन नेल है, वी आर कीपिंग इट असाइड फॉर कंपैरिजन, दैट विल सी लेटर. 20 मिनट्स तक वी हैव टू कीप द आयरन नेल्स इनसाइड द कॉपर सल्फेट सोल्यूशन. 20 मिनट्स के बाद यू टेक आउट द आयरन नेल्स, check their color and also check the color of copper sulfate solution. What do you observe? So we will observe that after 20 minutes जो iron nails copper sulfate solution के अंदर थे, अब वो see their color, right? They have become brown. Why they have become brown? पहले वो ऐसे थे, but now they have turned brown. Okay, reddish brown. What's the reason behind it? And the second thing is that the copper sulfate solution after 20 minutes will fade. अब वो ऐसे हो जाएगा. Earlier वो ऐसा था, copper sulfate, but after keeping the iron nail inside it for 20 minutes, its color has changed. We will say that copper sulfate solution fade हो गया. So why does it happen? So let me explain to you with the help of the equation. We have taken iron nails and we have dipped the iron nails in copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate means CuSO4. I hope आपने valencies learn कर ली है. If not, then it's a big problem. Valencies तो आनी ही चाहिए. Copper valency 2, sulfate valency 2. Both have same valency, so no need to keep any number below them. So Fe plus CuSO4 gives, okay, so iron will displace copper because iron is more reactive than copper. Iron is more reactive than copper, that's why iron copper को displace करेगा, उसकी जगह ले लेगा from its aqueous solution of CuSO4. So Fe will come here, so you will get FeSO4 plus Cu will be separated. So this is the reaction that is occurring, and because iron is displacing copper, because एक more reactive metal less reactive metal की जगह ले लेता है, that's why this reaction is called, what is it called? Displacement reaction. Fine students. Now two questions are still to be answered. Question number 1. Why the iron nail has changed its color? The reason is iron nail पे copper का deposition हो जाएगा and that's why it will appear reddish brown. Second, why does the color of copper sulfate changes? Copper sulfate earlier was bluish in color, but after reaction what is formed? FeSO4. Because FeSO4 is formed, that's why the blue color of copper sulfate will fade. So this is the example of displacement reaction. Now students, just imagine अगर हमारे पास FeSO4 का solution हो, ferrous sulfate, and there is copper nail or copper metal which we immerse in FeSO4. Now can you think what reaction will take place? I'll just wait for a moment. Try to think. यहाँ पे आयरन ने कॉपर की जगह ले ली तो FeSO4 plus Cu. जस्ट इमेजिन अगर कॉपर मेटल फेरस सल्फेट सोल्यूशन में हम इमर्स करते हैं तो क्या होगा? एनी गेस? द आंसर इज नो रिएक्शन विल टेक प्लेस. आई होप आपने ऐसे नहीं सोचा होगा कि Cu यहां जाएगा, CuSO4 plus Fe. हैव यू थॉट लाइक दिस? इफ यस देन यू आर रॉन्ग. व्हाई? ऐसा क्यों होगा? Can copper take the place of iron? The answer is no, because copper is less reactive than iron. Less reactive metal cannot take the place of more reactive metal from its salt solution. Am I clear? अब क्वेश्चन ये है, सर हमें कैसे पता चलेगा which one is more reactive, which one is less reactive? So let's come to that point. Because for displacement reaction, you should know that which is more reactive metal, which is less reactive metal. So coming to that point now. Students, as you know that every big problem has a solution. In the same way, this is the solution कि हमें कैसे पता चलेगा whether the metal is more reactive than the other metal or it is less reactive than the other. तो उसके लिए here is the shortcut. इसको आप याद रखिए. Please do not call me a zebra in the library. Call me something good, please. Learn it. Please speak with me. Please do not call me a zebra in the library. Call me something good, please. अगर आप इसको याद कर लेंगे ना तो आपको रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज फटाफट याद हो जाएगी. कैसे? Have a look. Please stands for P and P is for potassium. So here I write potassium. Symbol is K. The next is do को neglect कीजिए. Not N. N is for sodium. Symbol N. Sodium. Cal stands for calcium. Ca. Me means M stands for magnesium. Mg. A stands for aluminum. That is Al. Students याद करिए Z से कौन सा मेटल स्टार्ट हो रहा है? Zebra starts with Z. Which metal starts with Z? Zinc. Symbol is Zn. I से iron. Symbol is Fe. T stands for tin. L is for library and L is for lead, that is Pb. Tin is Sn. This comma plays a very crucial role here. Chapter 3 में बहुत ये crucial रहेगा. कॉमा के ऊपर जितने भी मेटल्स हैं they all are more reactive than hydrogen, and कॉमा के नीचे जितने भी मेटल्स हैं they are more reactive than, they are less reactive than hydrogen. कॉमा के ऊपर जितने भी मेटल्स हैं दे आर मोर रिएक्टिव देन हाइड्रोजन, कॉमा के नीचे जितने भी मेटल्स हैं दे आर लेस रिएक्टिव देन हाइड्रोजन. सो दिस कॉमा स्टैंड्स फॉर H, that is hydrogen. Again call C stands for copper. I am writing Cu. Me, M stands for mercury. Symbol is Hg. S is for silver. Good means G stands for gold. And finally, please, P stands for platinum. So tell me students, है ना एकदम सिंपल. क्या लर्न करना है? Please do not call me a zebra in the library. Call me something good, please. Repeat. Please do not call me a zebra in the library. Call me something good, please. Fine. So this is a simple way to learn the reactivity series. Please do not call me a zebra in the library. Call me something good, please. याद रखिएगा इसको. फाइन. अब आ जाते हैं अपने क्वेश्चन पे. कॉपर when you put inside a ferrous sulfate solution, will the reaction take place? And I told you reaction will not take place. Why? Let's think. अब please check करिए where is copper in this series. It's over here. Correct? And where is iron? Iron इसके ऊपर है. Means iron is more reactive than copper. इसीलिए copper iron को displace नहीं कर सकता. Am I clear? Now students kindly think what would happen if zinc reacts with copper sulfate? What will happen if lead reacts with copper chloride? Will the reaction take place or not? Just think. See this reactivity series and give me the answer. Will the reaction take place or not? I'll just wait for a moment. Zinc and copper sulfate. Here the reaction will not take place. That is very obvious. Now zinc and copper sulfate. Kindly check. Zinc अगर copper के ऊपर है तो zinc is more reactive. Just check. Is zinc above copper? Answer is yes. So zinc copper की जगह ले लेगा and you will get ZnSO4 plus Cu. The reaction is already balanced. Similarly, let's come to next. Lead plus copper chloride. Check. Lead copper के ऊपर है. Is lead more reactive than copper? The answer is yes. So you will get lead chloride plus copper. This reaction is also balanced. So students, this is displacement reaction, and remember that when a more reactive metal takes the place of less reactive metal from its salt solution, then the reaction is displacement. Just to repeat, when a more reactive metal takes the place of less reactive metal from its salt solution, then the reaction is displacement reaction. I hope displacement reaction is very clear. And now let's go further to double displacement reaction. To understand double displacement reaction, we need to focus on this activity 1.10, which is given on page number 11. Students, in this activity, it is written that we have to take 3 ml sodium sulfate in a test tube. Sodium sulfate क्या? Sodium sulfate solution. In another test tube, take 3 ml of barium chloride solution. Mix the two solution. What do you observe? Students, first thing keep in your mind that double displacement reaction means always we have to mix, we have to react two solution. हमेशा दो salt solution they react. So when you do this, you will find a white substance which is insoluble in water. You will find a white substance which is insoluble in water. So what is that white substance? Let me explain to you with the help of a reaction. So do remember that first we took sodium sulfate. So let me write down sodium sulfate. Na के नीचे 2 क्यों लिखा है? Because the valency of sulfate is 2. So sodium sulfate solution reacts with barium chloride solution. Barium valency is 2, chlorine valency is 1. तो barium की valency chlorine के नीचे आ जाएगी, chlorine की valency barium के नीचे आ जाएगी. So sodium sulfate plus barium chloride gives both the metals will displace each other. Each metal will take the place of other metal in its solution and you will get sodium यहाँ आ जाएगा, barium यहाँ आ जाएगा. So अगर barium यहाँ आ जाएगा तो barium will be with sulfate, so you will get barium sulfate. Barium valency is 2, sulfate valency is 2. Because दोनों की valency 2 है, so they both will crisscross? No. Because दोनों की valency 2 है, so no number to be kept below them. सोडियम किसके साथ आ जाएगा? क्लोरीन के साथ. सोडियम क्लोराइड. दोनों की valency 1. बैलेंस करते हैं. सोडियम 2. Here sodium is 1. Let's balance it. Put 2 here. Okay. Sulfur 1 balanced, oxygen 4 balanced, barium 1 atom balanced, chlorine 2 atoms, but here chlorine is 1 or 2? Yes, it is also 2. So this is a balanced equation. अब students वहां हमने देखा था that when you mix sodium sulfate solution and barium chloride solution, we get a white insoluble substance. तो जो white insoluble substance है ना, वो white insoluble substance is nothing but barium chloride. And this white insoluble substance that you get by mixing two solutions is also called precipitate. And such reactions are also called precipitation reaction. It means, sorry for the spelling, precipitation reaction. So double displacement reactions are also known as precipitation reaction. Precipitation, precipitation reaction. Double displacement reactions are always precipitation reaction. Am I clear? So again sodium sulfate plus barium chloride gives barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. ये जो barium sulfate है, it is white insoluble substance and we call it precipitate. Fine students, so this is such reaction in which there is an exchange of ions between the reactants. Exchange of ions means exchange of positive ions as well as negative ions. This is called double displacement reaction. Clear? Fine. Now coming to the last type of reactions, that is oxidation and reduction reaction. Let's understand this with the help of a simple activity. In a china dish, we have to take 1 gram of copper powder and we need to heat the china dish with the help of burner as shown in this figure. Okay students, तो जैसे ही आप कॉपर को हीट करेंगे, you will find that कॉपर की जो सरफेस है उस पे एक ब्लैक कलर डिपॉजिट हो जाएगा. The surface of copper powder becomes coated with black colored substance which we call copper oxide. ऐसा क्यों? See, copper, when you heat, for heating we need oxygen. So copper when reacts with oxygen, it forms copper oxide. Copper valency 2, oxide also valency 2. Fine. So this is CuO. Balance करने के लिए here oxygen is 2, here oxygen is 1. Let's multiply it with 2. So oxygen 2. Copper also becomes 2, but here copper is 1. So let's place 2 here. Now our equation is balanced. Copper oxide is black in color, and because copper oxide is formed, Now after some time you will find कि जब हम कॉपर को बर्न करेंगे, it reacts with oxygen and forms a black colored powder which is called copper oxide. What is the color? Black. So students, here you will find that copper reacts with oxygen, or we can say copper gains oxygen and becomes copper oxide. So this is the example of oxidation reaction, because when the substance gains oxygen, it's called oxidation reaction. Reaction के पहले कॉपर की फॉर्मूला में सिर्फ इतना फोकस कीजिए, कॉपर की फॉर्मूला में ऑक्सीजन था? नो. बट रिएक्शन के बाद कॉपर के साथ ऑक्सीजन आ गया? द आंसर इज यस. सो इट इज ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन. इट मींस कॉपर इज गेनिंग ऑक्सीजन. अब स्टूडेंट्स ये सोचिए कि अगर हम इस कॉपर ऑक्साइड को, जो हमें यहां मिला, इफ हाइड्रोजन गैस is passed over copper oxide, then what will happen to its black color? So beta, you will find that now the black coating has disappeared and again it becomes brown, जो copper का original color है. ऐसा क्यों हुआ जानते हो? So if you pass hydrogen gas over this heated copper oxide is heated, then what will happen? Students, for this, please remember, please do not call me a zebra in the library, call me something good please. Okay, so hydrogen copper को displace करेगा because hydrogen is more reactive than copper. So you will get copper plus H2. Fine, because copper again is formed, that's why copper oxide के जो black color है it will disappear and it will again become brown, that is the original color of copper. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Copper oxide gains hydrogen. Whenever a substance gains hydrogen, it is called reduction reaction. So this reaction is reduction. And what about this reaction? Oxidation. So whenever a substance gains hydrogen, it is reduction. And whenever a substance gains oxygen, it is oxidation. अब students, one thing is clear, gaining oxygen is oxidation and gaining hydrogen is reduction. Gaining hydrogen, reduction, and gaining oxygen is oxidation. One more thing that I wish to highlight is that, look at this activity. Copper oxide, before reaction, copper oxide के पास oxygen था? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Reaction के बाद answer is no. तो यहाँ पे copper oxide अपना oxygen lose कर रहा है. कॉपर ऑक्साइड अपना ऑक्सीजन लूज कर रहा है. बिकॉज कॉपर ऑक्साइड अपना ऑक्सीजन लूज कर रहा है, सो वी कॉल इट रिडक्शन. सो रिडक्शन कैन बी reduction can be loss of oxygen or it can be gaining hydrogen. So reduction को हम specify करेंगे gaining hydrogen or losing oxygen. In the same way, now look at this hydrogen. Okay, इस हाइड्रोजन ने क्या किया? पहले इसके पास ऑक्सीजन था? नो. बट रिएक्शन के बाद इसके पास ऑक्सीजन है? यस. सो ये हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन गेन कर रहा है, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज ऑक्सीडेशन. सो कॉपर ऑक्साइड इज गेटिंग रिड्यूस्ड एंड हाइड्रोजन इज गेटिंग ऑक्सीडाइज्ड. I will explain you once again with these two reactions, oxidation and reduction. First question is, कॉपर ऑक्साइड के पास ऑक्सीजन है, रिएक्शन के बाद उसके पास ऑक्सीजन है. रिएक्शन के पहले ऑक्सीजन था लेकिन बाद में ऑक्सीजन नहीं है, सो इट इज लूजिंग ऑक्सीजन. एंड व्हेन एनी सब्सटेंस लूजेस ऑक्सीजन, इट इज रिडक्शन. Right? In the same way, now look at hydrogen. before the reaction it's not having oxygen, but later on it gains oxygen. Now because it gains oxygen, it is oxidation. अब स्टूडेंट्स जैसे कोई क्रिकेट मैच है, if a team wins then obviously the other team loses. In the same way किसी भी केमिकल रिएक्शन में अगर कोई एक सब्सटेंस का रिडक्शन हो रहा है तो सामने दूसरे सब्सटेंस का ऑक्सीडेशन होगा ही. एंड सच टाइप ऑफ ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन रिएक्शंस आर कॉल्ड redox reaction. So this is the example of redox reaction. Fine. Oxidation reduction reaction are called redox reaction. Students, अब यहां ध्यान दीजिए. Zinc oxide, after reaction it becomes zinc. Is it losing oxygen or is it gaining oxygen? सोचिए, पहले ऑक्सीजन था, यहाँ ऑक्सीजन नहीं है, मतलब it is losing oxygen. So what type of reaction it is? Reduction, obviously. What about कार्बन? कार्बन ने ऑक्सीजन को गेन किया. फर्स्ट देयर वाज नो ऑक्सीजन, लेटर ऑन देयर इज ऑक्सीजन, सो इट इज ऑक्सीडेशन. एंड एज आई टोल्ड यू बिफोर, because oxidation reduction both take place simultaneously, it is called redox reaction. So let me summarize. Reduction हम तब कहेंगे when a substance gains hydrogen or loses oxygen. If a substance gains hydrogen or loses oxygen, it is reduction. What about oxidation? When a substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen, it is oxidation. Am I clear? एक एग्जाम्पल आप ट्राई कीजिए. MnO2 plus HCl gives MnCl2 plus water plus chlorine. Fine. अब स्टूडेंट सोचिए कि MnO2 is getting oxidized और reduced. MnO2 का ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है कि रिडक्शन हो रहा है? हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड का ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है, रिडक्शन हो रहा है? Think for a while. I'm giving you the answer. MnO2. After reaction, just check. Is it losing oxygen? Yes. मतलब ये क्या लिखूं मैं यहाँ पे? रिडक्शन. वो ऑक्सीजन लूज कर रहा है. HCl. Just think of HCl. HCl. This because ये रिएक्टेंट इज अंडरगोइंग रिडक्शन, तो ऑब्वियसली जो दूसरा रिएक्टेंट है इट विल अंडरगो ऑक्सीडेशन. इट वॉज नॉट हैविंग ऑक्सीजन अर्लियर, बट देयर आफ्टर हाइड्रोजन इज गेनिंग ऑक्सीजन, सो इट अंडरगोज ऑक्सीडेशन. सो अगेन दिस इज ऑल्सो एग्जाम्पल ऑफ रिडक्शन. So here we complete all the different types of chemical reaction, where we started with combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement, and finally oxidation and reduction. Now let's come to the effects of oxidation reaction in our everyday life. So here I come to page number 13 of textbook Science Standard 10th. First effect of oxidation is corrosion. अब स्टूडेंट्स आपने देखा होगा कि जो आयरन आर्टिकल्स हैं वो काफ़ी शाइनी होते हैं when they are new, but especially in the month of monsoon when they come in contact with moist air, तो उनकी जो सरफेस है वो रेडिश ब्राउन हो जाती है. In our language, in our local language we say that हमारे मेटल को जंग लग गया है, or we can say that our metal has got rusted or corroded. So why does it happen? The answer is very simple, that if a metal is attacked by the substance around it like moisture, acid, etc., it is said to be corroded, and this process is corrosion. When the metal comes in contact with moist air, जब वो moist air के contact में आता है, मतलब air containing water vapor, then it gets corroded. तो जैसे आयरन है उसका कलर कोरोजन के बाद रेडिश ब्राउन हो जाता है, in the same way when silver gets corroded it is black in color, when copper gets corroded it is green in color. Corrosion is a very serious problem and every year crores of rupees are spent to repair this damage. Bridges, big monuments, ships, they all are affected by this corrosion. It's a very simple and small topic. Moving on to something very interesting, rancidity. What is rancidity? See students, I hope you all love to eat chips. चिप्स के पैकेट्स तो खाए होंगे, राइट? अब चिप्स के पैकेट्स जब हम खरीदने जाते हैं, सो चिप्स के पैकेट्स काफी प्लफी होते हैं. प्लफी मतलब पैकेट काफी फूला हुआ होता है. ओके, अब ममा अगर घर पे चिप्स बनाते हैं आपके लिए, सो आप क्या कीजिए, आपको ये तो पता होगा कि चिप्स बनता है बाय चिप्स ऑयल से बनता है, राइट? चिप्स को ऑयल में तलना पड़ता है. सो इट इज अ आइटम which contains oil inside it. It is a food material containing oil. अगर हम ऑयल या फैट containing food material को you keep it outside for a long time, then they become rancid. Rancid का मतलब होता है उनका टेस्ट और स्मेल चेंज हो जाता है. You know why? Because this oil containing items they come in contact with the air and they become oxidized. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस, अगर घर में मम्मी बहुत चिप्स बनाती है तो आपने देखा होगा कि उसको एयर टाइट कंटेनर्स में रखा जाता है, एयर टाइट कंटेनर्स. और अगर हमारा कंटेनर एयर टाइट नहीं है, देन आवर चिप्स विल गेट स्पॉइल्ड आफ्टर सम टाइम. उसका टेस्ट और स्मेल चेंज हो जाएगा. वी कॉल इट रेंसिडिटी. आप जो चिप्स पैकेट खरीदते हैं मार्केट से, दे आर वेरी प्लफी, फूले हुए होते. आपको लगता है अंदर बहुत सारी चिप्स होगी, लेकिन जैसे ही आप उसको ओपन करते हैं यू विल फाइंड दैट चिप्स की क्वांटिटी बहुत कम है. रीजन इज दैट जो ऊपर का पार्ट है उसमें देयर इज अ गैस प्रेजेंट इन इट विच इज नाइट्रोजन गैस. नाइट्रोजन गैस एक एंटीऑक्सीडेंट गैस है विच प्रोटेक्ट्स आवर चिप्स फ्रॉम गेटिंग रेंसिड. आई रिपीट, जो हमारा नाइट्रोजन गैस है इट इज अ एंटीऑक्सीडेंट गैस which protects our chips from getting rancid. That's why manufacturers of chips, they fill the packets with nitrogen gas, और nitrogen gas होने की वजह से the packets appear quite fluffy. Fine. ममा हमारे चिप्स को रखते हैं airtight containers. So this is rancidity. I hope this topic is even clear to you. And here we complete chapter number 1 of science. Do comment how you are finding this study material, because there are always a scope of improvement in everyone and we wish to improve. With this note, thank you and we will meet again with some new videos thereafter. Bye bye. Have a nice day.